Hey guys, welcome back to the Real PB Hot Seat. I'm your host, Aaliyah, aka Leah, aka Miss PB. And given that this is an initial post, I want to let y'all know a little bit more about me, your host. Y'all can call me Leah. That's what I typically go by. Like anybody that's cool with me, for real, you know what I'm saying? That fuck with me for real, they gonna call me Leah. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't, make sure you put some respect on it. Address me as Aaliyah or Miss Ash, period. So, the whole purpose of this channel is to not only shed light on some very controversial topics and my personal experience dealing with those things, but to also highlight mental health awareness. That's something I'm strongly passionate about. I've always known that I wanted to have a profession where I helped other people. So, and with time and with wisdom, like I've just learned that, you know, you can help people like doing small things. You don't necessarily have to go big to help somebody. Like a little bit goes a long way. But moreover, I love using that word. But moreover, I want to say full disclosure. I am entitled to my own opinions, just like you are yours. This podcast is not going to, you know what I'm saying, I don't intend to offend anybody. However, I'm not saying that it won't happen. So, y'all can always reach out to me in the comments on either my TikTok or shoot me a text in my DMs on Twitter or Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And we can chop it up and, you know what I'm saying, show me your opinion, because I've always been open-minded. Yeah, that's just who I am. So, but you can add me on TikTok or well, no, because TikTok is my only one that has that ad. So you can add me on TikTok at the Real PBMHA. And you can add me on Instagram and or Twitter at Love Liyah Lane, which is spelled LUVLIYAHLAINE. Again, for the folks in the back, that is LUVLIYAHLAINE. Alright, so a little bit of the things that I ain't gonna say a little bit, a few of the many things that I want to advertise on this podcast. Just initially, like right now, I'm working on an autobiography entitled Journalee, which is basically, I got the title from basically my pleasure that I find in writing. Like, I've always been a type of person that like to write and create stories. So, but this is not just any story. This is my story. Like, this is my history. Like, this is her story. So, like, that's just that. But yeah, I got the idea to write this book, I want to say, over a year ago. I'm just not finally putting the effort into actually writing. And so far, so good, I would say. I created my deadline. My deadline is going to be my birthday. So before I turn 23, all the 22 chapters of my life need to be, you know what I'm saying, written in that book. And really 23 chapters, because I mean, technically this is due on the 23rd of June, on my 23rd birthday. Then yeah, I'll really be writing basically all the wisdom and trials and tribulations that I went through, that I've gotten through in my 23 years of life. Also, I'm getting ready to launch a clothing line and still be representing and promoting mental health awareness, because, like I said, that's something I'm very passionate about. Like, I I have people within my inner circle and even in my family, you know, who experience mental health issues, and it, you know what I'm saying, it's sad, like, just seeing it up close and like the realness of it, and how like a lot of people really don't take it seriously. In the end, like, I want to say the men, like, strongly in the youth group is like really overlooked when it comes to that. Really is honestly overlooked in all aspects and areas in reality. And I hope that this channel is able to shed more light on the severity of like mental illnesses and depression, anxiety, and just feelings of loneliness in general. Like, I want, you know what I'm saying, human beings to know that we all human beings out here. Like, it's not just you out here. Like, I know a lot of the times, like, you get around people, they make you feel like, oh, it's inferior to feel weak, or, you know what I'm saying, don't let yourself be down too long. But in reality, like, it's a lot of little quotes and posts that I'm going to upload to go along with it. Because, I mean, like the saying says, like, you can't judge the mud by, you know what I'm saying, one stick. You know what I'm saying, every stick is not going to go through the mud the same way. One stick, you know what I'm saying, went through it worse than the other stick. I mean, I hope I'm saying this analogy right, but y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, I definitely want to shed light on that, because that's something that I am very, very passionate, that I hold near to dear myself. And I would say I've even had my own little mental health battles, you know, coping with anxiety, things like that. But I'm blessed to, you know what I'm saying, be able to always keep a positive outlook and have loving and supportive people, and to also always love myself enough, you know what I'm saying, to keep going, like, no matter what. And that's honestly where it all starts, with self-love, honestly loving yourself. I just finished a book, You Are a Badass, by Jen Sincero. And that lady is the truth. I love her. If you ever listen to this, come across this, Miss Jen, I love your book, You Are a Badass, because you are a badass. And, like, you really helped me activate my inner badass. So, I love you, Miss Jen. I gotta stop using filler words. I literally took a whole public speaking course, and I just learned that using words like the pauses, like, all that's, you know, filler stuff and not good in public speaking. But I mean, this is not public speaking. I'm just doing this, and the public is gonna hear it. But I mean, yeah, this is not live or nothing. So I feel like if I want to cut it, if I don't want to cut it, like, I mean, if you like me, if you love, you know what I'm saying, Miss PB, aka Liyah, you gonna listen to the whole podcast. But moreover, some more projects that I'm working on. They're gonna be my favorite word, moreover. Doing the clothing line now, which is gonna promote mental health awareness. I'm not sure if I said it. Sometimes I talk in circles, but I'm gonna be dropping some t-shirts and some other little merch. I gotta stop using little. That's another thing that I've been trying to catch myself. I'm actively working on doing. Like, I don't like when people call stuff that I do little, because I feel like that's basically saying that it's inferior. And I probably, either that might be a little ego thing, but either way it goes, I'm working on myself, you know what I'm saying, continuously, constantly. So, like, maybe I might find that it might be an ego thing, or maybe I might just find that it really is, like, semi-negative self-talk. Because, you know, like, anything I do, like, I want to do it to the best of my ability and be proud of my work, you know what I'm saying? Because it's, at the beginning and end of the day, it's not about how other people feel about it. It's about how I feel about it. Deion Sanders said it best. So what about me? What make you think that I care about your opinion of me? And, like, that's what I really been trying to live by. You know what I'm saying? Just to not caring what other people think. Because, I mean, at the beginning and end of the day, like, and throughout all existence, I'm a human being just like y'all are human beings listening to my podcast. So it's just like, I mean, the end is inevitable. Like, a lot of the things Sarah was saying in her book was like, why would you want to live a life, you know, where you just sit around trying to look like a normal person in society, and so you won't be talked about or looked at funny, when in reality, like, you could be holding yourself back because you don't want to seem like a weirdo to the next person. And it's just like, do you, like, forget what the other folks got to say. Like I'm at a point where, like, I don't even wish nobody would say something to me, like, because I'm like in that piece where I'm still trying to find that piece. You know what I'm saying? I still get a little offensive sometimes, where it's just like, hey, not offensive but defensive. Sometimes when it comes to, like, people having their little comments or whatever, but it's just like, whatever. Their comments on me should be the things that are little. Everything that I do in my mind and in my perception of the world is big, and my perception is the only perception that matters to me. And that's how I feel like y'all should view y'allself, you know. But always be open to learning new perspectives. Like, don't just be in the world, you know. So you got to know when to take constructive criticism and when to have a listening ear, because I mean, you won't get far in life if you just think that your way is the only way. Like, it hasn't been so well in history for people that thought that. So I'm glad that I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, just drop some wisdom here, because a lot of the wisdom that I've acquired over the years will be portrayed in journaling. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I do pride myself in knowing a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just wise thoughts, older people thoughts. Like, I always having an old soul at such a young age, because it's just like, you know, half the people my age don't know this stuff, or they either know it but they not applying it. Me, I'm actively applying this stuff every day, so I can live a happier and more peaceful life. You know, it's always room for improvement. It's always room for growth. Is there anything else? I'm at 12 minutes in the podcast. I did a full disclaimer saying y'all can reach out to me, saying that I don't mean to offend anybody. I shouted out my girl Jensen Cero. What else? Oh, notice I said disclosure instead of disclaimer, you guys. Disclaimer, I just found out today, means denies, meaning you're denying something, especially like responsibility. But when you disclose something, you make something new or secret known. So I'm glad I learned the difference between that today, because now when I see disclaimer, I'm gonna be more on the lookout, because it's just like, oh dang, so you don't want to take responsibility, you're not taking accountability for whatever takes place. But disclosure means, you know, you might not have known this, but I'm letting you know. And I feel like that's more honest. That's the type of, you know what I'm saying, that's the type of person that I am. I want to be open with y'all on this podcast and just be real, because it's the real P, bitch. Like, P stand for everything but perfect, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm being open about the, you know what I'm saying, my life story and things that I've learned and acquired. And fun fact about me, I've actually been a mentor before. I didn't do it long because I felt like I want to be a mentor. And then I took my butt on, you know what I'm saying, got into this little program at my college, and I realized that, first of all, like, girl, you is not a good mentor. Like, I could have did, you ain't taught me nothing. Well, at least nothing that I ain't heard before. So I mean, I give God that God put a mentor in my life to show me, to teach me a lesson that I had already learned, which is, you know what I'm saying, if you knew better, you just do better. Because I mean, the stuff that she was telling me, I already knew. I just wasn't necessarily doing it, you know. But all in all, I would say the experience it taught me something. I took something with it. So a win is a win. That's the way you gotta see things. I'm thinking back to a video I did on TikTok where I was saying that my new life mantra was win, lose, draw. But when you look at it, even when you lose, you still got a lesson to take with you. So it's just like, did you really even lose? You know what I'm saying? It's really about your perception of things. Like, that's what I'm learning right now. Like, that's one of the big P's, perception. And that's what we're going to do on this show, on this podcast. We're going to keep it P. We're going to touch on some very controversial subjects. Just to name a few, I want to say, let me pull up the list, y'all. We're going to be talking about criminals. We're going to be talking about Christianity as a cult, edge control, college being a scam, the fine line between discipline and abuse, double standards with, of course, like male and female, Takeoff was the Migos. I'm a strong, Migos fan. We're going to be talking about everything, like things that I love. And a lot of this, like I said, it's going to be a lot of the stuff that, I ain't going to say makes me, but y'all will see, based on my perspective of things and what I say on things, on certain topics, my background and who I am as a person. But like I said, full disclosure, if I ever get anything wrong, like I said, I'm doing my best to do all research to make sure I, when I speak on something, I'm giving facts and then going back on my opinion, not just speaking opinions and then going with another opinion. Like, nah, I don't want to, we not doing the, the gossip, the rah-rah. We doing real shit on the real PBH. Hot seat, okay? But yeah, y'all get to see my opinion on things. But like I said, those DMs are open. Y'all are welcome to hit me up and share y'all's perspective on things and how you felt, or just comment on if I turned your mind to a different perspective on something. I'm always open to engage. Like, that's just is what it is. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna end it because I'm at 17 seconds. I'm just gonna end this with a few like just cool things about me. As far as my astrology fans go, like, I am a Cancer Sun, Moon Rising, and North Node. So yeah, I'm pretty, an emotional being. So like, that's why I come off so like welcoming and like do no harm, take no shit. That's just like I feel like that's more so my life mantra. Do no harm, take no shit. Just woosah. Just chill. Always stand up for myself though. Like, don't, don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up around here, okay? But yeah, what else about me that I feel like it's just some interesting things about me. I have 31 teeth. I pulled a permanent tooth when I was a child. Now, older me kind of regrets that, but I got braces now. I'm finna get them taken off soon so I can get a what's it called, an implant. But yeah, I enjoyed the extra tooth fairy money and paid the consequences later on in life. I don't know. Probably a little extra $5 versus the $3,000 I'm gonna have to pay for an implant. I wish my younger self would have seen that value then. But I'm blessed, to be able to, to afford the doggone procedures and stuff. So look at that, it was a growth process, and that's why I'm able to relate so well to people, with insecurities, because I grew up with one. So it's just like, now I feel like it was all a part of my story, so I could be the, the fine ass, sexy ass, relatable ass girl, next door type, just the vibe. Like, I'm never too ill to speak. So, I'm really grateful just for my whole existence and experience. And I love myself, and I love y'all, and I cannot wait to see the growth of this channel in general, like my book, and because the goal and the end goal is just me being happy, building generational wealth for my family, and hopefully my story is able to like inspire other people to go after their dreams and keep them from situations that I went through that they could potentially avoid with the information and wisdom that I give. So, all in all, thank you for listening to the Real P Bitch Hot Seat. It's been a pleasure speaking on myself this episode. Until next time, I love you guys. Mwah.